Hello and welcome to Gamers of 4 Master of None, and today we are starting a new game because we have finished the last AAA game we were playing, which was Hogwarts Legacy. And so today we're going to dive into something new, which is this Gundam SD Battle Alliance. Slightly different to the stuff we've been doing before. The last game I played that was similar to this was SD Gundam Online, and that was really good fun. Unfortunately, servers went out, and yeah, we're just going to give it a shot. Like most anime games, the story is the anime, only that because we have quite a few different universes that we are part of, there is one overarching story lining them up, which is that we, as part of Gatherwell Squadron, got isekai'd into the G universe. Oh, also, this is not in SD. This is full scale. We're getting transported into a different world. We're getting isekai'd. Oh, we got tiny. Who are you? Oh, we're in G. Essentially, we are playing through some of the key missions in usual universes, but because of data corruption and AI shenanigans, enemies and allies from other universes join the mission. Barbatos? To fix these kind of breakouts of data, we first have to finish the break mission to identify where the data leak is coming from, and then we do the true mission where we replay history out how it was, even though we don't have to use units from that time period. There are a few ways that the game tells stories, and most of it is annoyingly through loss of dialogue. Just loss of text and some voiceover over it, with some options, but they don't really change anything. It also sprinkles in bits of text as well, in terms of files, which you can go read later. How to save home is code Maxwell's in the full gravity. There are a few animations of fight scenes, especially towards the end of the game, so you won't see many at the start of the game. What I find most annoying about the storytelling though is sometimes they start talking while you're in the mission, and that means you can't really focus on the story because you're busy fighting, so you just miss some of the information. The last thing to talk about the story is that there are 7 directories, essentially 7 chapters to go through, and you can only go through it in normal or easy, so not hard. You have to first finish the game in normal mode so that you can unlock the hard missions, which from what I can see so far is just higher levels, and me being lazy, I didn't want to go and grind that, so I just left it after the normal missions and then doing the DLCs. As this is a Gundam game, of course a lot of the emphasis is on the mobile suits itself. There are a few different ways to obtain units. There are 2 gift units. One of them is Phoenix, which I've been using for most of the story if you get the deluxe pack. The other way is as you complete missions, you get blueprints, and as you gather them from different missions, you can then use the blueprints to develop the units. Burning, we don't care about. Double Orizer, we do care about. I didn't grind particularly hard for this, but I did have to do a few missions repeatedly to try and get the blueprints that I need. And I managed to find what I want in about an hour or so. Jubilee. Banshee Norm. Destin Infinite Justice. Nice. We're gonna see how it works. And Legend as well. I don't care too much about Legend, but it will be a good support. There are quite a few different universes in this game, but unfortunately, it probably won't have all of the suits that you want, especially if you're looking for some of the less popular and more niche suits. Speaking of suits, there is only one additional new suit specific to this game, which is Gundam Lateria. Who are you? Comes up as bosses a few different times in different forms. That's a tank. Transformers. I don't like this. Speaking of bosses, there are some of the bosses which are not playable characters, but for the ones that you can play, you can upgrade them like most RPGs. You can level the units up by using money, and you can also uncap their level cap using materials you gain from missions. Oh, I have no money. Once you spend money on the units, you can redistribute the points as you see fit, but you can't transfer them from one unit to another unit, unfortunately. You can also equip parts to help boost the individual stats of the unit, which might help if your unit is particularly weak in one of the areas. As you progress through the game and finish missions, you also gain levels and EXP as a pilot. Technician unlocked. And as you do that, you gain skills which can help you with battles in different situations. You can equip up to 3 of them, and the higher level you are, the more skills you unlock. In terms of gameplay, it is reminiscent of the SD Capsule fighters, but I do feel like it is not quite optimized and it is a little bit awkward, especially on mouse and keyboard. But I'm not going to use move camera by numpad. Makes no sense to do that. Mouse and keyboard's fine. V? Why V? The controller was fine, although it was only when I looked into the controller menu that I noticed there were a couple of hidden things. Roll action is LT and Y and chamber is X and A. Like roll action, which is different depending on the type of unit you're doing. Chainbreaker, which breaks the opponent's combos or allows you to extend your own combos. These two weren't explicitly in the start tutorial at the start of the game, and neither was the mention of Perfect Guard or a counter ability. Oh, there's a counter? Taken me 5 streams to know that there's a counter move. During the mission, if you get shot down by an enemy, system down, let's repair. Or if your HP gets low, you can use a repair kit to get yourself back into the fight. You can also wait for your teammates to heal you back. Someone save me, I don't want to use a repair kit here. Only use that when they are high on HP, because if all 3 of you get busted down, I don't have any more repair kits, so especially on one of the mobile armor fights that I struggle more with, you fail the mission. I think that pretty much covers my thoughts for this game. I enjoyed while it lasted, although I didn't really enjoy that much to continue playing through hard and continue grinding. I didn't really get invested in the story because the storytelling was a little bit of a mess all over the place. The gameplay mechanic was not ideal, the controls were also not ideal, but all in all, as a Gundam game, it is not the worst Gundam game, and there has been worse Gundam games out there. I might go back at some point and play the hard mode in my leisure. I think that's pretty much it for today. As always, there is more content on my channel, and I'm streaming Pokemon Nuzlocke on Mondays, a free-to-play game on Wednesdays, and a AAA game on Saturdays. Catch me on one of those or one of the videos linked here, and I'll see you guys next time on Gamers of 4, Master of None. Bye.
Right.
Finally done.